Warrior, we must talk about this, but before we do, make sure you're subscribed to our Warriors channel. I want each and every one of you to receive our videos, and I also want to make sure we get all the information we can out into the public. It is more important now in 2025 than any other time because so much is happening. Let's talk about KIDFLUENCERS. Did you ever hear that term, KIDFLUENCERS? Think about it. It is the dark side of kid influencers on the internet. Very interesting. You know, right now on Netflix, there is a three-part series called Bad Influence. And of course, I watched it because I don't want to ever speak about anything unless I watch it for myself. I don't even believe anything I read unless I wrote it myself. So I watched this three-part series, and it's very good. And it brings to light something that's been simmering in the background that nobody's even really touched upon, talked about, brought to the attention of the public. And that is kids on the internet making content. This Bad Influence, Kid Influencers, showcases the story of a mom and her daughter, Piper Raquel. Now, Tiffany Smith, the mom, lived with her parents, young single mom in Georgia, running a pet grooming business. And her daughter, she claims, was interested in pageants at the age of 3. I maintain a child doesn't really know at age 3 about beauty pageants, but we'll let that go for a minute. And so Piper, the daughter, was in beauty pageants, and the mom said she loved them and she's theatrical and she likes to sing and dance. Fast forward, Piper, the daughter, decided by age 7 she's aged out. Again, facts are loose here, but that's the story the mother's reporting. The mother also said that Piper, the daughter, was interested. Warriors, do you remember that app? It was called Musical.ly. Musical.ly was the name of it. I forgot about it until I was watching this series. And that Piper, the child, was very interested in dancing in front of the camera and creating content. This is how I'm laying out the story for you. This goes back to 2017, right? So this is 8 years ago. Now, fast forward, do you know, according to this whole kid influence online, at its peak, the mom, Tiffany Smith, was making $625,000 a month. Did you hear what I just said? $625,000 a month. So what follows from that? What follows from that when people hear money like this is they will exploit their children. They will find other kids to get involved in this business. They will do anything for this money. So here we have little Piper, and she is theatrical and cute from what we see from all these videos and from this Netflix series. And she is just working upwards of, according to some other kids, we'll get to that in a minute, that were involved with her, 16, 18 hours a day. And they say once she never went to school. But then they don't follow up on it. What do you mean she never went to school? There's homeschooling, but there was no mention of that. Never physically went. She was constantly working, creating content, because this is the runaway train. YouTube, online, all these platforms to just keep feeding them and giving the public what they want. And she was racking up millions of hits. A kid dancing, opening a box up with a toy, opening a cereal box, eating cereal, washing her face. Millions. Now, you know where my mind goes. Anything with a child. Wherever the kids are, so are the predators. Let's fast forward. The mom, a few years later, decided, well, as little Piper was getting older, she would get other kids involved, and she called it the Squad. And she got friends, and there were some kids that auditioned, and Piper's 2 little cousins were involved. And there was so much money flowing from Piper making videos on the internet that the mom moved out to the Hollywood Hills in this beautiful house. And also a 19-year-old moved with them who was supposed to play the brother, the big brother in the videos, but he really was the one editing, was considered kind of this genius, knowing about analytics, was shooting the content, was telling the kids how to act. So now we have like a group of 6 to 8 kids at all times. Constantly, according to this Netflix series, churning out one after the other, video, more. One of the moms, and I noticed from the series that most of these moms, they wanted their kids in show business, always a sign of vulnerabilities, right? People do anything to put their kids in showbiz. And again, they moved to West Hollywood, a beautiful house. The mother said, Tiffany Smith, okay, let the kids stay here, but no parents allowed. They'll stay with me. They'll be under my control. Now that should be the first sign. When you have kids as young as 9 without their parents, the flag, red light should go off, the siren. Again, not blaming the mothers, because now they say, some of them are crying on the show, they didn't know. They thought she was trusted. They thought they could get their kid into show business. And one mom then was talking to the mom, and she found out she was making all this money. She wasn't sharing this with the other moms and kids. She was keeping it all for herself. So that's where the dissension started. Did you hear what I said earlier? 1 month she made $625,000. The average for her was between $300,000 and $500,000 a month. Okay. Fast forward, she became romantically involved with this younger guy who was shooting all these videos and editing. But what I want to tell you about all this, it is completely exploitation. Most of these videos, there are no rules or regulations for kids working like this. Did you hear what I said? She wasn't in school, Piper? What about the other kids? One mentioned she worked on a tablet and did a little bit of schoolwork, but then would be up till 11, 12 at night working, making videos, would sleep a few hours, be on her tablet doing schoolwork for 2 hours, and have to make more videos. This vicious cycle. Most of these videos were made in the home or around the home. So there are no rules or regulations for any of this. I mean, it's unregulated. It's basically a form of human trafficking, slavery, forced labor. This is the way we at The Warriors look at this. I recommend to all of you that you look at this as an educational piece if you have Netflix, or read about it, or go online. I'm sure you can find some clips from it, something, and look at this bad influence, the dark side of KIDFLUENCERS. Because why is nobody talking about this? Why aren't the kids in school? Why is this mom? And as you watch this, you'll see, as these young women and men now who are, late teens to early 20s, talk about they were verbally abused, they were physically abused, sexually abused, some of them. Horrific. Our kids are vulnerable. Our parents are vulnerable too. Don't push your kids into showbiz. Wait until they're 18, make informed decisions. Let them be kids. Kids deserve to have a safe childhood. But I do urge all of you to watch this, because this is so unregulated and such a crime, and it's playing out right in front of us. So honor our hashtag Community Creates Change. Watch this Netflix series, KIDFLUENCERS. And whenever you wake up each and every day, remember one thing: go out and be a warrior.